Hey, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy. If you haven't heard about us yet, that's my fault, not yours, but we are actually the best driving school in all of the country. So if you're looking to get your truck driver's license and you live in the United States of America, you have a social security card, and you're over the age of 18, plus you're healthy enough to pass a DOT physical, we can help you get a CDL license. Well, that was a very long intro for this very cool video, which is the best way to study to get your CDL permit and pass your test the first time. That's what we're going to be going over now. So if you are watching this video, that means you have an interest in getting your permit itself. And the best way to do it is, of course, to come to our school. We are the best around. So if you're interested, before I get you started and tell you the tactical ways of studying, I want you to give us a call, 908-525-3609, or click on the link below, fill out the form there, and then we'll be able to help you out and explain to you exactly how our program works so we can actually guarantee that we get you a license. So where was I? The question that we have to answer today is, what's the best way to study to pass your CDL permit? We get phone calls all the time of people who are trying to get their permit on their own, and the question that we get is, hey, if I study all of these tests on these practice apps that I have on my phone, or on the apps or on the tests that I see online, the free tests that I see online, is that going to be good enough to take the test? One thing you have to understand is when it comes to the CDL permit test, depending on which license you want to go for, if you want to go for the CDL Class A, you're going to have to pass a minimum of 3 different tests: general knowledge, air brakes, and combination vehicle. If you want to go for the CDL Class B, we recommend also passing 3 tests, which is general knowledge, air brakes, and passenger endorsement. It gives you the most widest range of actually driving itself, right? Driving different vehicles. So if you have to pass those tests, the first thing that you have to understand is how that test actually works. DMV has over 1,000 questions inside the bank of any of these tests here. And these are going to be 3 separate tests that you're going to be taking. So imagine 1,000 multiple types of questions that they can ask you. For general knowledge, for instance, they're going to give you 50 out of those 1,000, which means the next time you go, it might be a completely different 50, right? So the people who come up to us and say, hey, I've been studying this app on my phone, I've been studying these practice tests and questions on the computer itself, those are usually the guys who have to go 2 or 3 times, because you're not really learning the material. Because when you go for the actual test itself, you're just looking for the actual questions that you studied for, and no one besides DMV has all 1,000 questions that they can ask you, right? So if you're just studying the questions and looking for the answers, and that's the only way that you're studying, you're not really learning the material, which means when you go to DMV and they change the question just a little bit, where they change one word around, the whole question is different. And because you have not learned the proper way, you're probably not going to pass that test. So that being said, are those practice tests helpful? I would say in most cases they are. I have seen some apps out there that are completely ridiculous. They're going to give you questions that are ridiculous, and the answers are even more ridiculous. And I see people studying from them, and they wind up coming over here with a whole bunch of bad knowledge. But the best way to actually study is by getting yourself a CDL manual at a local DMV, reading the particular sections that you need, so then you start to understand the material. After you understand the material, take those practice tests that you love so much on the apps and see how well you do, right? So now, once you understand the material, you also tested yourself on the practice test, you go and take the test. If they change something on you, at least you know what you're reading and you know how to pass. Some other quick tips is, you're going to need at least 80% to pass. And once you get 80%, then the test is over, you've already passed. Once you've answered a bunch of questions incorrectly and there's impossible for you to get to 80%, the test is also over there too, right? So if you want to make sure that you can be guaranteed to get your permit, maybe you've been studying for this permit a while, maybe you failed the test a few times, you definitely want to give us a call. We have a course that we designed that has a 95% success rate, which means if you follow the course as we designed it itself for our students in our classroom here, we're actually pretty much 95% guaranteed to pass your test the first time. So if you've been taking the test and maybe you've been failing a few times, you're definitely going to need our help. If you do want us to guarantee that we get your CDL license, and that's right, I did say guarantee, we're probably the only school around that can actually do so, you definitely want to give us a call. 908-525-3609, or click on the link below if you're watching this video at some crazy hour of the night and you know that we're not open, right? We're located in Linden, New Jersey currently. We have plans to expand nationwide. So if we're not close to you yet, wait a little bit and we'll be close to you soon enough. Give us a call and I hope to get you on your road to freedom pretty soon. Good luck on that permit.